episode we on?
I don't know, man. We gotta figure it out. Welcome back, everybody, to the episode, whatever this is, on the Burchalations podcast. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all coming on, all that good stuff. Now, if you are new joining us today, make sure you like, subscribe, and share all that good stuff. And if you want to be a guest, man, make sure you are, actually going to make it this time. We have a few flakes. We have a few slip ups here and there, but
everyone got to learn the hard way, though.
They gonna learn the hard way, man. Now they can't come on. Now they can't come no more, man.
Well, now they got to wait a little bit.
Yeah, maybe have to pay. Who knows? Yeah,
maybe
it's come to that point now. But speaking of like guests, man, let's just go ahead and get right into it. We're gonna go ahead and introduce these two girls right here. They're actually the new guests. I think this is I'm kind of interested how this is gonna go.
Yeah, I don't even know either.
I know one of y'all are more on the vocal side. I know you pretty well, and I'm just now getting to meet you. Yeah. Her name's also Parker, so we're gonna call you P for this one.
That'll work.
But how about y'all introduce yourselves? Name, age, what y'all be doing nowadays, marital status, body count, all that good stuff. Just asking for a few friends, Yeah.
You want to go or do you want me to go?
I'll go. My name's Lucy. I'm 23. I got a little man, and yeah.
When did that happen?
Today.
Really?
It was official today.
He asked you today?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me this? Sorry, I'm proud.
Wow. You heard it here first,
At the
guys.
zoo while we were drunk, so I don't really know. We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Oh.
She said, ask me when I'm
It was doing so good.
The answer will be the same.
It was doing so good.
Go. Okay, so my name is Parker. I'm 20. Single as a Pringle. Yeah, so.
Apparently.
Ain't no apparently about
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, unless y'all know something I don't.
I don't know Jack. I don't know what. I don't know nada. I don't know nothing.
He said, I don't know a thing.
Hey, y'all hear nothing from me.
Oh wow. Well, no body count. Y'all just ignored that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
my body count's 6.
Oh, okay.
Bro, we was just kidding.
Cool. We were just kidding, but hey,
We're gonna bleep that out too. I
That's
just want you to
fine.
know that.
no, we're good. That's not bad.
Just run it.
I mean,
I'm
it's pretty
almost
real-
24.
You're 24,
Oh, well, that's very
yeah.
realistic then.
I mean,
Doing pretty
it's been
good.
Yeah. Good
it's
for
always
you.
been people that I've been dating.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
See, okay,
You're
so,
not-
No
yeah.
one night stands, no hookups, nothing.
okay,
like
so that's
that.
6 is more like a
Cool.
3.
Cool.
Okay, so that's
Good job.
fair. That's
Good
fair.
job.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
Good job.
It's like
Fair.
PEMDAS or whatever.
Please. She's not gonna say that. Bro.
Okay. Well, whatever. Oh wow.
You're not gonna say that.
Okay. So who? How you want to kick this off?
You want me to ask? You want me to ask my first question? All right.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, God.
Question number one. All right. In your opinions, what's one area where us dudes we really be fucking up? In your opinion,
P, you want to take this?
Yes. Okay.
one y'all can go first.
Communication.
Okay.
Okay, I have no problem with, a guy that I'm interested in being busy, at all. But if you can't make time for me or communicate the fact that you're going to be busy, just don't even bother texting me. If you've got stuff you need to do for work, that's fine. If you're going to be, running late, be like, hey.
Handle your stuff. Let me know
Yes.
later. Yeah.
Be like, hey, this is running later than I thought it would be. Can we, reschedule?
Yeah.
Don't, leave me around, sitting at my house, waiting for you to make up your mind if we're going to hang out or not.
All right. All right. That's
like
pretty
you
valid.
don't-
That's pretty valid.
Seems
Yeah.
like you don't like indecisiveness.
We do.
in a man.
I don't like indecisiveness. I want you. I want to be able to support you in your passions and support you in your career. I want to be there and cheering you on every step of the way. And
That's
so
good. That's good.
I do. I want to I would want them to cheer me on, so I want to cheer them on. I just feel like that's a very two-way street kind of thing.
yeah. I like.
And so if you can't communicate your I don't know what the word
Schedule?
is. Yeah, if you can't I guess prioritize me and your schedule too. I guess communication and prioritizing.
Okay.
I think that's the same thing because we're all adults. We're getting too late in the game for us to just play games and be
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll see you later. Well, when is later?
Yeah.
You don't have to give me 10 o'clock on the dot.
I don't think
But,
that's just a guy's thing. I think we all do that
No,
shit.
that's everybody. That's not even just
I
guys.
know,
That's girls too.
I know we all do that shit. I ain't
And
gonna lie.
I think we forget that someone we want, this generation is so messed up in the fact that that person's always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
That instead you should just be like, hey, I want to see you later. After I do this, we can hang out.
Well, people make time for who they want.
Exactly.
I mean, for example, man, if we all were asked to go on a date by our celebrity crushes, I mean, we would all.
You would be there.
Well, I can't really say that because, yeah, that's right. Y'all ain't getting me in trouble. But yeah, I know for a fact that all y'all would say yes.
I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Exactly, man, because we all make time for what we want, right? I mean.
But like if the person you're talking to, like let's say Wild, for instance, they live an hour away.
Okay.
And they said, hey, I want to hang out. Let's meet halfway. You would if you really wanted to, if you weren't busy.
Yeah.
But if you were busy, you would just say, hey, I'm busy right now, but I can meet you an hour, 2 hours.
Well, it's basically a priorities thing at that point.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
And you have to make priorities for what you want. It's just like seeing your family or even at work. Like
of
you
course.
have to make priorities and you have to make it work if you want it to happen.
Well, I also feel like if you want to see me bad enough, you'll either see me before you have to go do something or be like, hey, I have to go do this. Like, do you want to come with me? And then like after I get done, we can go do this.
Yeah.
Like,
if you want to see me bad enough, there's no exceptions. Like
Yeah.
you'll make it work.
like
Yeah,
you'll
girl.
find the time for me.
I'm gonna lose sleep over you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like if I want to
I
see
know
you
I
bad
have.
enough, if my bedtime is 8:30, I'll be up till 10:30 with you or
Yeah.
12:30 or whatever. If you want to see me bad enough,
I felt that one to the core. I felt that one.
it could be sitting in a parking lot, it could be eating dinner, it could be whatever. But you're gonna make time for what you want.
You can sleep
Yeah,
with
I
her,
agree, I
dog.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Well, so okay, so that's pretty interesting that y'all both said that. What I would say about that is I think at some point you have dealt with a guy that you probably had to put in more effort towards, and a guy that you really didn't have to put no effort towards you at all, right? And what I mean by that is you have made the rules for one guy, but you've broken your own rules for another.
1,000%.
And it all comes down to, you know, the value the guy has or attraction and whatever, whether it be looks or what he does, maybe the truck that he drives. I don't know. He might, you know, he might be a singer for all we know. I don't know, man. But now, what?
nothing. It's just fun.
I think with that, like
'Cause we
like
live
you
in
said, we
Nashville,
break our
so-
own rules.
You did 1,000%.
Like you wouldn't drive an hour for any guy, you know what I'm saying?
But like the way we were both raised, very similar in a sense of
I'm not going to chase you for
I'm not
going to
chase you. Yeah, like you need to put the same amount of effort in that I'm giving you.
Yeah.
With exceptions.
Yeah. But it takes a different kind of guy for you to break that rule, you know what I'm saying?
And there
Yeah.
has been like I've had guys that I've been like, yeah, I'm not going to chase you, and I don't. And then one guy walks into my life, and I'm like, all the rules out the window.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like
man.
suddenly I'm a track star. Like I'm gonna run after you.
Yeah, all of a sudden, you know, you're in the Olympics, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Dang, it's almost like
Like
man,
Usain Bolt.
It's almost like
A week ago,
much.
a week ago, you weren't even doing you weren't even an athlete. Now, like all
You
of a sudden,
wouldn't, you wouldn't fast walk for one guy, but you'll
Yeah.
sprint for another.
Dang, it's
Oh,
almost
my
like they
God.
lie to themselves, man. And that brings me to
man.
my next question. What do you think happens more nowadays? Men lying to women or women lying to themselves?
Women lying to themselves, 100%.
yeah, straight up.
Because I think you might think different, but I think 100%. Like, yeah, guys lie, girls
agree.
lie,
Yeah,
girls
yeah.
do lie,
Yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah.
can say that they're perfect. They're not. Nobody's perfect.
Oh no, but they be lying like shit.
But I think in that sense is women convince themselves that somebody is the perfect man. They think, I'm attracted to this guy. He meets the height requirement. He meets the truck requirement. He meets the job requirement. And so they think, oh, this is my perfect man. Oh,
Yeah.
but he's getting drunk every night. He's not making it to work, or he's not making time to see me, or he's only hitting me up when he's drunk.
And they
And
still
they-
think that
And
something's
they
going to
still
come out of
think they
it.
still think that he's the perfect guy because he met all the other requirements.
Yep. And how did they end up looking afterwards?
Stupid. And then they looked up.
So okay, so like,
And I've been there.
yeah. So let me say this. So how old? You're 24, right?
I'll be 24 in August, but yeah.
23 and
I'm 20.
20. So young. All right. So I could definitely see that girls being more younger, they tend to go for things that don't make a man a good man. They usually focus on, you know, the looks or the more
But Parker,
the more hardware instead of the software, right?
but
'Cause as
Parker,
girls.
but Parker, I thought that they were more mature.
Oh man.
They
You
are.
can't,
They're
you can't be more.
supposedly-
You can't be more mature, but still use the "I was young" excuse. You can't really pull both.
Yeah,
You
really
can't
but
be so mature and still live with your mama and have her do your laundry.
Well, I agree with that. With that percent. Wait, hold on.
Live
Wait,
with
wait,
your
wait,
mama.
Wait, what?
Save your rent, that's fine. Her doing your laundry,
Okay, that's actually a little bit too. That's crazy.
specific.
Actually, I ain't gonna lie.
That is very specific.
I ain't gonna lie. Living with, I ain't gonna lie. Having her still do your laundry is actually pretty fucking crazy.
but
Ain't that hard? All you gotta do is just put the clothes in the washer.
Just
put
sort the clothes.
Pour the detergent in the
it's
washer.
one thing because I have dated so many mama boys, which is fine. Love your family, don't get me wrong.
I feel like there's mama boy and then there's red flag.
Yeah.
Like there's a fine line with it.
Where's y'all's red flag? Like,
Usually,
where's
those mama
where's your
boys, they
line
don't
when
really
it
make
comes
good
to mama
boyfriends.
boys?
If your mama loves you and is in competition with you, that's a red flag.
Yeah,
Because
I
your
feel
mama
like-
should want you to have somebody that will love you and care for you. But if your mom is in competition with you,
Not even in competition with.
I feel like if
Where's,
she's like,
I think that's
just-
weird.
She's
like-
more in competition with the son's girl. 'Cause-
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if his mom is intimidated by me because I'm his girlfriend, that's a problem.
Yeah, and
just weird.
obviously the
He's gonna
mama's
pick his
boy is
mama
going to pick his mom because
every time.
he's going to feel guilty about leaving his mom over there to the side, but he then forgets to realize that she's also a capable human being. And when he doesn't realize that, he starts to become this thing called a son husband.
I just feel like too, like if she's like justifying like your behavior, like if like his mom is justifying his behavior, that's a red flag for me. Like if your son is in the wrong, he's in the wrong. I don't want to hear, oh well, he shouldn't have done that, but that shouldn't have done this.
But
Like
he did this. He shouldn't have done this, but it was okay because he did this. No. Oh, he cheated on you,
Yeah,
but he
she might
brought you
kick my
flowers
ass.
after.
like
Yeah,
no,
she might kick my
he
ass,
shouldn't
bro.
have done it. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like they should have raised him the way.
yeah. Of course, it all starts in the home that you grew up in. You can tell a lot about the person that.
Because like y'all just said, if y'all would have done something like that, your mama would have whooped y'all.
Oh yeah, she would have whooped the shit out of
Been in
me.
the grave, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have whooped the
But
shit out
y'all
of
know
me.
that. Like you both, I know y'all both pretty well.
Yeah.
And I know both of y'all treat women, not just women y'all are dating, women in general.
Yeah.
Very respectfully.
I see them as more than
Man,
an
you know
object,
them-
so I can
man,
be
you-
honest with
you-
them.
You know these girls ain't looking for that bullshit.
But
man.
even-
they looking,
It's not what they really
they looking-
respect.
But
they
even
looking-
I'm not talking romantically.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as a friend.
Yeah.
Because both of y'all on separate occasions, I've danced with Justin more than I have Parker. But
I don't think we've danced at all.
we've danced next to each other, but not like couples dance.
Okay.
But like
Yeah.
I've done shottas and stuff with Justin before, and
Well,
he's
Justin
very
will even
respectful.
like go out of his way to say hi to me.
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
concerts. Like,
And he's very respectful. He's always kind, and I can tell both y'all always have my back because I've noticed like I'll be talking to someone, I get uncomfortable. Y'all kind of like watch me.
Yeah. I'm looking.
We
And,
lurking. We
like,
lurking. Know what I mean?
Y'all aren't doing it in a disrespectful way, but y'all do it because y'all care.
Yeah, exactly. Because me as a respecter and protector
shit.
of women,
Not this
okay,
bullshit,
I'm always going to look out.
It's coming on a t-shirt. Merch coming soon, guys.
Yeah, that's
Go get your
going.
merch.
Yeah, that's coming on a t-shirt, man. I ain't gonna lie.
We're gonna have. We got Nike Tech
But yeah.
Fleece coming.
but yeah,
I respect women.
but yeah, a lot of women they get confused that whenever I say that I actually respect them because they're too focused on the words that I'm saying. No, I'm just being real with y'all because no one else has been because they don't love you enough. But me, I could love a girl out, wanting to sleep with her because, I want
You
her
can
to, I
respect a
want,
woman
yeah,
and
I want her
care for
to.
her and protect her without trying to have sex with her.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because I want her to, succeed through life, man. That's why, I'm
Or
literally
make it, at the very least, make it home safe. At the end of the month.
Exactly, man. Man, I walk girls to their cars, without seeking anything in return because it's like, man, I just want them to, just like make it back home, man. It's like,
I can't tell you how many times Justin has came up to me and been like, "Do you want to be talking to him?" I'm
Yeah, it's
not
like-
really, and he's like, "Okay, we'll go."
yeah,
over
exactly,
here.
man. Because I know, because I know for a fact I've said this on this podcast a lot of times. I said that there's a lot of guys who ain't shit out here, man.
Yeah.
But
You
you
know-
recognize that as a guy,
Yeah.
because you have the guy brain.
Yeah, well, I know what I personally would respect in a guy, so I know what ain't shit looks like because I've been around a lot of ain't shit dudes at one point. I've been around a lot of successful guys at one point, so I could tell the difference. Now, when it comes to girls, yeah, it's very hard to tell the difference between them, between who's good and who's not, until we start talking to y'all, of course.
So I have a question for y'all.
What's good?
So in the same sense that y'all say that you can say that guys ain't shit, like you can read that on.
Mm-hmm.
If the girl you're dating or the girl you're talking to says, "Hey, I don't particularly like you talking to this girl. I think she has the wrong intentions." Are you going to follow that or are you going to blow it off?
Wait. blow it off, man. What do you mean?
Are you going to think
sorry.
like, oh no, she's just a friend? Like if, let's say for instance, you and me,
Okay.
we're in a relationship, or me and Parker are in a relationship, and I said, hey, that girl who's loving on you, be her friend, but she's touched all over you, and I don't like that. Would you mind staying away from her? Would you respect that and go, yeah, babe, like I'll stay away from her? Or would you say, no, she's just a friend, she just does that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
it's pretty justified, then yeah.
Like, do you think women can read women?
I learned-
like you
I learned-
said that guys can.
I learned
Well, women
my-
don't even like each other, so yeah, of course
Yeah.
they don't. Cause look, no one understands women better than women, and women still don't like each other. So I kind of,
It's rough out here.
yeah, so yes. So yeah, I kind of figured y'all
Girls
out
be
in that sense.
Girls be really quick to be a guy's
deceitful.
friend, but they
Yeah.
Girls are deceitful and they're lying.
Yeah, and
they be
they're
so
built to deceive.
they be so tight for like a month, and the next thing you know, they on all of a sudden they
They're
don't know
built
each other.
to,
I was like, yo, what happened, bro?
deceive. That's what they're built for. I mean, you got makeup, you got eyeliner, you got boob
Cooks,
jobs,
bro.
BBLs.
Cooks.
All right, none of that shit a guy could get away with, man. I mean, I think the closest thing that a guy can get away with when it comes to like enhancements, I guess, is like veneers or something. But that's probably like the only thing. But to answer your question though, if it's pretty justified, then I'm obviously gonna, I obviously like blow her off if it's like pretty justified. If it's making her feel like she's uncomfortable, and if it makes her feel like she's unsafe, I guess you could say, then yeah, I'll blow it
Like
off.
intimidated.
Yeah, I'll blow it off.
I will say that
I know what I would personally do. I mean, I know that I wouldn't act off on it, but I know that
Holy
I'll just
shit.
tell her off. What?
Pete, go ahead.
I will say that I am very oblivious to female signs on whether they like be kind of like whether I know that she's either hitting on me or not. I really can't tell unless you're like damn near in my face, ready to be like and like screaming like,
Trying
hey.
to make out with you.
Yeah. I feel like that's
So-
a guy thing, though.
I think that is a guy thing.
It is
'Cause-
like I could definitely see what a guy's trying to do.
Because like
But
I
I'm
have
sure y'all know what
I have a
girls
lot
be
of my
doing.
guy friends who I'm like, she's throwing ass on you.
Yeah.
Like she wants you. No, but she was just dancing.
But I feel like that's because women flirt in a whole other way
Fumble.
than guys. Like guys like are very forward about it. They're like, "Hey, sexy," or like they're like trying to like dance.
Well, it's very rare that
Yeah.
ladies make the first move.
Yes.
Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of ladies suck at making the first move.
Oh, I can't do it.
Hell, they suck so bad.
don't.
Did you know on Bumble they took off the feature where women have to make the first move?
Because they weren't.
That's crazy.
I swear to God, bro.
Just eliminated the whole
See,
purpose
I
of
can't
Bumble.
flirt
in the
the
world
same
of
way.
Riz,
We can't have
in the
nothing.
world of Riz, like women, but they live life on easy mode, basically.
We can't have nothing, man.
I don't do dating apps after
And-
I got banned from Tinder.
That's crazy, man. What the hell y'all be getting banned for?
Okay,
I've actually
so
never been on a dating app.
I got banned from
Good for
Tinder
you.
because
It's only worked for me once.
I put
Well,
in
you're
my
a guy.
bio, I said, Venmo me for a surprise. So I made $175 in less than a month, but the surprise was they got blocked.
Sorry, I swear to God, they live life on easy mode, bro.
You got like 20 other dating apps. It's fine.
Yeah.
What?
Some of them work better than Tinder.
I don't use them
just
anymore
popular.
because there's just creepy dudes and I'm scared of getting murdered. So
Yeah. I mean, you got Instagram too. Instagram is basically a dating app.
Is Instagram for most people?
Stay out my
That
DMs.
is your dang application right there.
stay out my DMs.
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
Your Instagram is your dang.
Follow the girls on
application.
Instagram. Link in the description down below, guys.
The only thing you're going to see in my DMs is my friend sending me cow pictures.
Oh god.
I don't know if y'all into that, people. I don't know.
Yeah, man,
Are
but
you-
there might be
are
some
y'all
weird
into
fucks.
cows or, okay.
There might be some weird fucks who are into that, man.
Speaking of cows, what's the worst thing about being a white girl?
Really good question.
I would say the stereotype that you're helpless.
Define helpless. Wait, what do you mean by that?
That's a different.
Like when you're like a little white girl, you don't know how to change a tire. You can't open your own door. You can't I know there's chivalry, yes,
Yeah.
but like every time I have
We're gonna bring
Well,
out the red
chivalry's
carpet
dead,
for
but
you.
I mean, chivalry's
but-
dead, but
My parents ruined me to chivalry because
Yeah.
like
Because
chivalry's
I do
dead
my
though.
own
So
thing.
literally like my dad
I
was
will
like
open my own damn door and I will change my own damn tire.
chivalry's dead. So
see, I don't feel like chivalry is dead. I just feel like women don't know how to respond to it well,
like
so
I
guys
said,
don't do it.
chivalry's dead, and women killed it.
Women killed it, 100%.
Because being a good guy used to be rewarded, but
Yeah.
nowadays it's just like, what the fuck?
So okay, so here's an example of this. So I hung out with this guy like a couple weeks ago, and I have a tattoo on my wrist, and he was like, "Oh, what's your tattoo?" And like Lucy, stick your arm out. and I was like stuck my arm out like this to show him, and he literally does this. He like grabs it and like kisses my hand, and I was like,
That's weird. That's
Like
really weird.
He's like,
Okay, well,
horny ass nigga.
That's weird. Like, don't do that.
and like
What
it
the
was
fuck?
a sweet gesture, but like I didn't know how to respond to
But
it. I
why
was
did
just
he
like,
do it that way?
Okay, see,
Oh, you're so
it was-
sweet.
like
Oh
it
my
was
god.
smooth, but I was just
Okay,
like,
so-
Oh my.
Okay. Okay, see, well, that was a question mark. How he did. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, that was kind of a question mark. But the point is,
Such a
that,
gentleman. I can't wait to be his friend.
I think one thing that also killed chivalry
Oh my-
is, I think that one thing that killed chivalry is, well, it's the fact that so many women nowadays, they are independent, and one thing about an independent woman is that she's better than most men at some of the categories that she's attracted to buy or that she likes in a man. She's better than most men in those categories. So if she's better than most men, she's not really going to respect most men, which means her dating options go down. See, here's what making women equal to men did. Here's what it did. It gave all the leverage to the men who are like the higher ups, who like the higher stats. Because like I said a couple of seconds ago, most women, they don't respect most men because they're better than them. And women don't respect men who they're better than.
Which you're not wrong. I wouldn't say we necessarily wouldn't
understand what you're
respect
saying?
them. No, I get that because, okay, think of it this
Just
way.
think about it. I know you.
Think of it this way.
okay,
If you go on a date with a guy,
okay,
this happened to me in college. You go on a date with a guy, blows the tire. You think what? Change the tire, right?
Yeah.
If he doesn't know how to change the tire,
You're going to dry up.
you think, as how we were raised, you think, okay, I'll just change the tire. No big deal.
yeah.
His ego is immediately shot the minute you say that you'll change it. The guy,
But it's not even like I'm like attacking your ego.
No,
it's
but
just
they
No,
don't
no,
think
no,
that.
no,
If
no,
anything-
no, yeah.
if
They
anything,
don't
okay,
think
get out of the
that.
Yeah, they
car
don't think
and I
that.
will teach you how.
But that's a shot at their ego because the guy I went on a date with in college, I said, hey, no big deal, because not everybody was raised the way we were.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, okay, no big deal. I was like, I'll change it. And he looked at me and said, get the fuck back in the truck. That right there, him cussing at me and yelling at me, I was like, that's not happening. I got back in the truck. I called my friend. I had her come get me. He dealt with the tire in his truck by himself because...
See, I do get what you're saying with that, though. Okay, so
Wrong.
But it made
Wrong
me
set of
not.
words.
It made me not respect him
Yeah.
because of his choices, not because of not how he was raised. Because, like I said, we all weren't raised in the same way to change a tire
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever. That's nothing against.
see, I do
him.
get what you're saying with that, though, because like I did date a guy like that. Like, if I suggested, so like for an example, this like, if we had went to this like hunting expo thing, and he had bought me these like pieces for my shotgun that like we were switching out, but he didn't understand. Like he couldn't figure it out. Like the first time we tried to do it, he couldn't figure out how to like switch it out.
No big
And
deal.
we were at dinner with my parents, and I just brought it up. I was like, hey, like, I was talking to my dad, but I was like, can you like help us like figure this out or whatever? And we get in the car to leave to like go back to my house, and he's like, why did you say that to your dad? Like, I've got
Especially
it.
to his dad, to your dad.
And I was
that's a
like,
shot.
and I said I wasn't, and I literally just like looked at him. I was like, I wasn't taking a jab at your ego. I was just making conversation. Like,
Yeah. And like I was saying before, what I meant by most women don't respect most men, it's because that women, like, they, in this day and age, like, women have basically, like, they've leveled up. And we've talked about that before. Like, they leveled up. Like, they are really
like it's crazy.
like they really be on their shit nowadays. And we've acknowledged that in multiple episodes. Like, women are like, they have more businesses than ever, they're making more money than ever. You know, they're just doing the damn thing
the most
economically.
enrolled in colleges.
We're
but-
being more independent because we feel like a man can't take care of us.
Yeah, and one thing that comes with the independence, they've already disqualified most men because they're not on that same level as them. Like, I mean, because when it comes to dating, men are free from their success while women are slaves to theirs. And what I mean by that is, it's like, have you ever
That's
just
real,
like
though.
been somewhere and most girls were checking out the same 5-7 guys? And here's why. Because it's like I said, well, women are hypergamous by nature. Basically, meaning being with someone of equal or higher status. Most women, they're better than most men. I mean, I'm just being real. So they're only going to look at the men who are really better than them, and
The ones that they can be vulnerable with.
Exactly, and there's not a lot of them. So because of that, I've come to the conclusion that Now you can prove me wrong, but here's okay. I believe that most women, they only like the men who can be hoes versus, like, here's what I mean by that. And here's basically what I mean by that. I believe that most women, they want a man who can be a hoe. Not really a hoe, but he
has options,
options.
but he's choosing you.
Exactly. Like that.
You want to be the breadwinner out of it. You want to be the one he chooses.
Because I believe that women want a winner more than they want to win.
But I also feel like with this day and age, like, guys will write a girl off if they see her as competition.
What do you mean by that?
If they think that she's too independent or she's too much like him, like, she can change her own tires, she can back up a trailer.
So, like, for me, like, I can, like, haul my own horse trailer. I have my own truck. Like, I've rebuilt a whole truck from scratch. Or, like, I can go hunt by myself. Like, guys kind of see that as competition.
They're
like,
going to feel emasculated by
well,
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Like, she thinks, like, her truck's probably better than mine. Or, like,
well, here's a struggle about that. I believe that most men, we don't want competition. We want more of a companion more than a competitor.
Yeah.
So,
like,
it's great to have all those skills, but,
Yeah.
as long as you excel in the other categories, I don't see it as a problem.
Now, there are some examples to where being a power couple does work out.
Yeah.
But you have to be just a different kind of person. It's very rare, though. But
It's very, very...
'Cause, like,
I would say that most men would rather have some, like, more of a helpmate than someone always trying to be clashing with them all the time.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
with me, like, I want to help you, like, achieve every goal. And, like, if you want to, like, buy a new truck, okay, like, I will sit down with you and, like, we'll figure out how, like, you can get
That's
there.
right. You pay the money, girl. Hell yeah, man.
I'm not
We
gonna-
split 50-50.
Yeah.
All right,
Hell nah.
we're going to go
100-0.
50-50. All right, no, listen. We're going to go 50-50.
100-0.
I
Nah,
buy the
fuck
truck, she gives me money for that shit.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Give me a high five, man. Give me a high
Pause.
five.
Oh, gosh.
I was just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, he's not. No, we're not kidding at all.
I got to pee.
You gotta pee. No, you gotta hold it. Anyways, we're almost there. Look, when, like, guys, when it comes to, like, power couples and stuff like that, I don't know how it works because I think that they would rather have someone helping them out all the time. Because if you ain't noticed, the reason that this is all messed up in the first place is, like I said before, we're all acting the same.
Yeah.
We're not acting in our true roles.
I think it's
And-
adjustment, like, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the world doesn't work when everyone is the king, right?
Yeah.
You have to have pawns.
You have to have levels.
Nice.
You have to.
There are levels to it. So if you are in a relationship and if everyone's trying to be number one, who has this role, who has that role,
Yeah.
and that role, and that role, to where you can really build off of the stuff. So I think that we need to understand that roles don't necessarily mean power in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like, we all know the president of the United States, but who really has power here, right? Like, we don't really know.
Yeah.
You really think Biden really has power out here? Can't even walk. I'm sorry.
No, it's like, don't get me started.
But and that's the whole point, is that people are trying to seek the top role, the top job.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can still make it being maybe...
I feel like people lose sight of, like,
different
what's
role.
important, trying to, like, achieve, like, everything nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
Well, the recipe, the trick is balance,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
And I think grind culture has obviously played a role in that.
Why do you think most ladies claim to be special?
See, I'm the opposite. Like,
I don't claim to be nothing special.
see, like, that is me. Like,
I'm how you get me. Like, everything you see is what you get.
Listen, man. When was the last time you heard a girl say, "I know I ain't shit"?
It's been a while.
If you want to know my honest opinion, I think
Wait, hold on. Man, let me do something special for you. All right, you're the first person who I've ever done this for, besides myself. Now talk.
I think any girl that says that she's special is insecure.
I'm not like other.
Can you explain?
I'm not like other girls.
Can you explain?
She has to prove so hard and so bad that she's not like other girls. If you say you're not like other girls and you say that you're special, oh, I'm not like that kind of girl. I'm not that girl. You're trying so hard, because anybody who values you will know that. You don't have to say that to them. You don't have to prove that to them.
And one thing that I always say is that even the good girls, it's hard to separate them from hoes until we start talking to y'all.
It's funny you said that. So like the guy that I hung out with like a couple weeks ago, he said, you seem really innocent. I can't tell if that's just how you are or if it's just an act. And I was like, no, this is legit just how I act. Like
But that's because there's a lot of girls out there who are like, I'm not going to have sex on the first date. What, do you want a Grammy or a cookie?
Well, here's the thing though. Me personally, me personally, I don't care if a girl grew up rough or she had, if she lived in a stable household.
It's who you are as a person.
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing about both of those girls. Their interests are the same. So we can't tell the difference until we start talking to y'all. Because look, they dress the same, they look the same, rock the same hairstyles, dance the same, they stand for the same shit, laugh for the same shit. But for a fact that me and the dude who's really out here doing that stupid dumb shit, like we don't have anything in common. So it's very hard for a man to tell. But you
go after the same girl because they have the same thing going. So a girl who might be innocent, which I can say, we are very different.
No. But here's what I said. We can't tell the difference unless we start talking to y'all. So that way,
exactly.
That's why a lot of these girls out here, they ain't really getting that relationship that they so desperately ask for. Is because I personally believe that they don't. Personally, I don't believe that they deserve to be in a relationship because they didn't do what's required.
But like for instance, I'll say we're very good friends.
Okay. Yeah.
She's a very shy person. Everyone thinks she's so shy.
Oh, we could tell from the beginning.
But like once I open up with you,
we could tell from the beginning. But
didn't say hi or nothing.
When you meet when I meet somebody, if we're together, okay, for instance, we walk into a room. Let's say I never met y'all. I would still speak to y'all like I knew y'all because I'm very outgoing. I'm very big personality. We might be dressed the exact same: bralette, shorts, knee-high boots.
Yeah.
She will not say one word to you.
I literally stand in the corner like this. Until
half the time I either introduce her or she introduces herself. She is still big personality. She's confident. She'll introduce herself. She just waits for the right time.
I feel like she won't get out of her shell unless she's comfortable.
She's very observant.
Yes.
Very observant.
Okay, so
because I can tell you how many times we've been to a bar or we have been to a party. She won't say one word to anybody there. We walk to the truck. She looks at me and goes, I don't like that bitch in the corner. I don't like that bitch. She was looking at you wrong. She was doing this. And
did you see the way this one guy treated this girl over there in the...
And
that's crazy.
She knows. But we might dress the exact same, but someone might come up to her versus me because I'm big personality and she's shy. They might think she's very innocent. She's very whatever, but we're almost the exact same.
Now, what?
I think it's just like
the part about me dressing up the exact same, I mean like literally the exact same.
But I mean, she'll dance with me.
Yeah.
She'll talk to me.
Yeah, I
think it's just more of like I'm not shy in the fact that like I won't talk to you if like you come up to me and talk to me. It's more of I'm gonna, I guess like observe.
You're like your brother and your daddy. You're observing your surroundings before you make a move.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I guess like I don't even know what the word would be. I guess I'm like observing like the environment and like gonna like figure out like okay okay, we're gonna.
Well, that's what girls do. They know how to read rooms better than us men.
That is me to like a T. Like
I read a room as I go around it.
Yeah, I'm reading the room as she watches it.
Yes. Yeah. You guys are better than us at reading a room.
She will go talk to every person in the bar, and
I'm going to come back and say, "Yeah, I don't like that bitch." She'll go.
Yeah, when it comes to like socially, I believe that women are far superior than us men are.
Yeah,
in that department.
I feel like I don't know. For me, I learn a lot more about people by sitting back and watching them and how they act with other people before I can like. Because, like, I'll know how you treat a person based on how you talk to other people before you come talk to me.
So I'm guessing that you're going off more behavior than what people are actually saying.
Yes.
Because that's kind of what
your behavior says a lot about you.
And that's what I'm saying. And I can't tell you how many times, because obviously she's beautiful. She has a beautiful smile. Mm-hmm. She is beautiful. I can't tell you how many times, and she's not a bitch, but she might come off as one because a guy, she will read the room.
The RBF
she will watch him hit up 6 different girls in the room. And then come and hit on her.
I don't want it.
I mean, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
But she won't give him the time of day because she watched him slap her ass, make out with her, and do this, and then try to hit her up and go, I want to take you on a date. And she's like, no.
Well, that man's confidence, man. He's probably through the roof.
It's funny you say that because that exact thing happened to me like a month ago. Literally, he comes up to me, he dances, like literally pulls me away from my girlfriend, and he's like, we're going to dance. And I was like, okay. We talk for 2 seconds. I turn around. He's talking to this Lainey Wilson wannabe at the bar.
Not the Lainey Wilson.
I go to the bathroom, come back out, turn around. He's twerking with this whole other girl on the dance floor.
Well, damn.
Go talk to somebody else, come back, and he's playing pool with this other girl. I'm like, And I said, dang, homie, like, are
Yeah,
you
this
getting...
motherfucker act quick. Wait a minute.
Literally,
She's on it.
I was like, are you getting paid overtime for, like, all these girls that you're trying to pull right now?
Do girls think that's like hot?
I don't personally find
If
it...
I see a guy talking to 6 other girls, don't talk to me.
Honestly,
You'd
for
be
me...
surprised how
I
many
want
girls
the
said
quiet
the
one in the corner.
You'd be surprised how many girls would say the opposite.
See, for me, the thing is, I don't... Like, here's the thing. If you come up to me and you dance with me, and then you ask for my number, I don't expect you to stand beside me the whole night and talk to me.
Do your thing.
You can go off and talk to your friends. That's fine. But if I see you asking 10 other bitches for their number...
That's a problem.
I'm
I got a
not gonna
question.
respond.
I got a question. Do you guys okay, so does it make you like look at a guy different like whenever like he approaches you? But before he approached you, if a girl like rejected him, like do you guys like keep that in like
If I see 7 girls reject him,
I'm concerned.
don't talk to me. There's a
concerned.
reason they rejected
Okay,
you.
okay. See,
But
I
if
knew I wasn't
one
crazy
girl-
thinking that.
But if I see you hit on one girl, she rejected you. It could be for
She
a
might have
number
had a
of reasons.
boyfriend.
She might have had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
She might be talking to someone. You might just not be her type.
She
that
might be
she
gay.
Thinks you have. Yeah, she could be gay. You don't know.
Hey, she could be black, man. Who knows, man? All right, Jen.
But
All right, bro. All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately, he's right.
but if there's one,
Black Twitter already
if there's
canceled me.
1 in 10, and I'm the second, I'm cool with that. You know,
Yeah.
I might vibe with you. That's
Yeah.
fine. If I see 6 ahead of me, I'm 6 on the list. I'm never going to be second, let alone 6th.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
sorry,
I ain't gonna lie,
but
that shit is crazy.
yeah.
No.
But also...
If a girl has 6 guys, man, she'll probably never make it to the fucking third.
No.
My question is, what is y'all's opinion on guy friends?
Well, okay.
The silence is deafening.
Okay. Well, here's my thing.
For
Are
a
they
girl,
my,
right?
Are they my friends or were they friends of hers before mine?
So, let's say, like, they were my friends that I brought.
Okay.
And you've never met them, but
But I'm not against you meeting them either.
okay. For instance, if you and me are dating,
Okay.
or we start talking, I walk into a bar, I don't introduce you to my guy friends. They do not. They come up to me and give me a hug, but they don't speak on you. How is that going to do it? Versus if they come up, speak to you directly, then talk to me.
You see, I've seen guys. I've seen a guy bring a girl, right? And then, be like, hey, yo, what's up, dog? Blah, blah, blah. This is her. Well, what's her name, right?
Yeah.
And then one of the guys will hug the chick, right? Not just any hug. Not like a little side hug, a little...
Like a big,
love
like an
tap,
in-depth hug.
Picking you up.
Pick you up, spin you around in circles like a princess hug.
When you pick the girl up, I don't know, but there's something that just rises...
He's grabbing her ass, picking her up.
There's something
Yeah,
that, like, grows inside me that, like, wants to kill
But that's
something.
Yeah.
intuition.
That's crazy.
I don't even want to kill. I just want to get the fuck out. I just want to leave her.
I know guy friends that will literally ask the girls question like, hey, did you have you talked to this guy before or this guy before? They don't care about body count. They just care about who you talk to, because there's some of these guys be like real life fuckboys out here. And they just want to know, like, hey, have you talked to this guy? It's like, no. It's like, yes. Okay, I got a chance.
Can I drop names or no names?
Yeah, you can drop names. I'll believe it.
Okay, no, this isn't anything bad, but like my exes had a problem with Nick Ward with me.
But y'all do have a very, like, close
We
bond.
have a very close relationship.
Yeah. Y'all have a
but
close bond,
you
but it's not
know
serious. Yeah,
it's
it's not-
never been
It's never been.
anything.
Yeah, it's never
And it
been
would
anything
never be
crazy.
And
anything.
he's dated
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah, he's dating one of your best friends right now.
He's dating one of my best friends right now, and he has
Yeah.
dated one of my other best friends.
Yeah, man. Shout out my boy
Yeah.
Nick, man. Shout out
Yeah,
my boy Nick.
love my baby Nick.
My boy Nick, man.
But one thing I can say about Nick Ward is every guy I've ever talked to or every guy I've ever dated, even when I bring them with me to the bar, to Mexican, to my parents, wherever he is, he speaks to the man before he speaks to me, even though I'm his best friend.
Yeah.
He shakes his hand, he says, what's up, gives me a hug.
He speaks to me before he speaks to my girlfriend, so.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
the other thing, I've also had Jace, Adam's little black Jace. I say my little nigga Jace
Yeah.
because that's what he is. And
That guy a menace, dog.
he is a menace. But I will say,
Gotta love
when
him,
I
though.
was dating my ex,
Oh, shit.
when I was dating my ex, Jace walked up to me. He tried to shake my ex's hand, and he looked at him, looked away, walked off. And Jace was like,
That's actually crazy.
and Jace just looked at me, and he was like, because Jace had brought me a beer, because he owed me a beer from the last time we had been out.
yeah.
Word.
We've been best friends for 4 years. He moved me into my new apartment. He knows my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at that point, that's where I'm wondering, when do guy best friends start to get wonky? Because Jace goes, I'm going to love your boyfriend more than I'm going to love you. Like, he was like, that's my goal. Like, I want to be closer with your man than I am with you.
Yeah, no diddy.
See, like, from what you're saying,
that did not sound right at all. But hey, you
Not
know
in a
what?
gay way.
You know what? How about you know what? You
okay.
yeah. Keep
so
going.
I have a comment on this.
Man, that was gay,
So
bro.
That's not what I meant.
Man, it's okay.
I don't,
what the fuck?
It's 2024.
Like,
We're all acceptable.
I don't care if like they address me first, but please like at least acknowledge
Exactly,
his
yeah,
present
man,
act.
exactly.
Because
Like,
that
acknowledge
was the
me.
biggest problem with this guy that I dated. He wanted me to
Acknowledge me.
in this order. He wanted me to
He gonna go grab
introduce
the belt.
him
Acknowledge me.
and then be like, okay, now I can hug you. Like, and for me that just doesn't flow. Like,
I'm going to hug my friend and then say, hey, this is so
yeah,
and so.
like, oh hey, by the way, this is
Yeah, it's like,
My
what the
boyfriend.
fuck?
Because honestly,
Nah,
what's
bro,
fucked up about
they only-
guys, it's backwards. Because if it was my girl, I'd say, hey, this is so and so. I'd hug her first.
which like I do get that's how it works in a guy's brain, but like I don't know. Like if it's someone I've known for literal years and we just start dating,
I'm
like,
gonna hug my friend and
It's like
then
we-
I'm gonna
well,
introduce
it's like we
you.
said earlier, like a lot of guys like they ain't shit. Like I know
an
some dudes
insecurity.
right now who will sell me out just to try to get a crack at my girl. I know dudes right now who sell me out just for
I know.
just to try to get some ass. I know some.
See, I don't feel like guys sell guys out.
They do,
they do.
1,000%.
They do, 100%.
They do.
That's a lie.
They do.
No, they do.
Girl, the amount
They
of people
do.
who knew
Girl, you ain't been in the trenches,
so
have you?
much
They
and didn't
do.
come out till after the fact. I'm like, okay, I thought we were friends though.
They do.
Nah.
No,
It's
guys.
crazy,
I
man.
feel like
will
guys.
sell it out.
I feel like guys protect guys. Like
No, girls
Okay.
protect girls more than guys
okay,
protect
but here's
guys.
a-
in your situation,
It's more of a
'cause I know
sisterhood
your
than anything else.
situation. I don't think the guy was protecting the guy. I think the guy was protecting y'all's friendship because, in a sense, okay, take this as y'all will because y'all are guys.
do not
Okay?
drop names on this.
I'm not dropping names.
You can if you want, please.
No,
Let's
not in this
not.
situation. So let's say her boyfriend dating.
Okay.
She's
Word.
friends with the boyfriend's friend,
Okay.
but he's friends with both of them. He doesn't want to ruin the friendship because the slight chance she's not going to fucking believe the guy, the best friend.
But I feel like in that situation, like that wouldn't be so. Like you wouldn't. Come
But
up
you're
with
not
that.
most girls. Because if your boyfriend's best friend came up to you and said, hey, so-and-so's cheating on you, it's 2.5 years in, you're going to go, he's not cheating on me. He's in my bed every night. I have his location. He's doing this. He told me where he was. You're not going to believe him. And that's a fear of most guys being a good guy.
Yeah.
Most guys aren't going to be truthful because they're worried that they're going to look like a bad guy.
But here's my thing with that. Like
Well, guys can't be honest anyway.
They can't be
so-
honest because nobody's going to believe them.
Well, yeah,
I
guys.
feel like if you don't at least like take it like in that moment, at least keep it under advisement.
Because
You know, there's a
He's-
camera.
he's not going to tell you, even though he was friends with you.
No, he didn't tell me till like months later.
But he's not going to because he's friends with both of y'all. He doesn't want to lose his best friend for
Yeah.
being a shitty best friend by telling you, even though he knows that so-and-so's
Yeah.
in the wrong.
But like, I'm
But
sorry.
you might not believe him.
But also, like,
And then he loses you both.
I guess that is true in that aspect. But like, not to be rude, but like, if I saw you like doing something wrong by like your man, I'm gonna tell him.
You're
Because like,
going to tell him because
yeah,
I'm doing
like I'm
something
gonna give
wrong.
you the option. I'm gonna be like, either you can tell him or I'm gonna tell him because this isn't right, and I know you were raised better than this.
Hey, I love you.
well, girls tell somebody regardless.
I love you, but
Girls
a lot
tell-
of people are shitty people.
Oh, people are shitty.
Yeah, girls
That's
tell.
part of
Well,
it.
girls will tell somebody. You know
Girls
what
will
I'm
tell
saying?
somebody something regardless.
And also,
Girls be
you don't
talking.
always know it's the truth.
Yeah.
No, especially nowadays because like we're like we all go to the same bars. We all like it's
Yeah, we
such
all know
a,
the
It's the
same
same
people.
shit every
everyone's
weekend.
dating the
It's like
same
missionary
bitch, or
if they
dating
there.
the same dude.
It's the
like,
same
Crazy,
shit
man.
every weekend.
like missionary, man.
She
Yeah.
did every weekend.
like
no, it
literally.
is.
Putting
It
work.
is.
Like
Same
the amount
people,
of
same
people
bars.
that were like, oh,
Shit,
who,
speak
like
for
this,
yourselves, man. I be sweating, bro.
like the last guy I dated, everyone was like, oh, who
I'll
is
be
he? Like,
free.
where's he from? Like, don't worry about it. You don't need to know everything about this dude.
Yeah,
like, he's not from here, and that's
But
all
they
you need
want
to
to because
know.
people in a small town thrive off of that shit. And I swear, I was telling my mom this today. My brother moved back home to Alabama, and his fiance was like, they're thriving off drama. I said, it's a small town. It's not Lebanon that's the problem. Lebanon is a problem. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
But
got so many problems.
But Coleman, Alabama is the same shit. Unless you move to LA or New York, where you don't know the person you see on the street corner.
Well, here's the thing, though. You would think in small towns, people would be a little bit more accountable for what they
And they would
for what they
have
do.
each
But
other's
no,
back.
people
Exactly.
blame other people for their problems.
Yeah, a lot of people, they're not very accountable for what they do.
No.
I think it's because their mama let them do whatever they want.
Or either that or no one tells them that they're stupid. That's a problem with us, but we don't tell anyone that what they're doing is
No one
stupid.
holds them accountable.
Exactly. But here's the thing, though. When you don't tell someone that what they're doing is stupid, no one around them is going to believe that stupid shit. So they're going to continue to do that stupid shit.
And I hate, my biggest thing is letting people get away with the actions they know is wrong.
That's kind of the problem with girls. Like they tend to validate each other because, you know,
And
they
they
have
do.
these things called feelings.
Fuck
It-
your feelings.
You can
Fuck your
even,
feelings.
you can even bring the law into it. I know people doing heinous of crimes, but only getting off of like house arrest, probation,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
There's girls
I know
having kids with
somebody-
ain't shit. There's,
go-
like,
no.
murder!
No.
Murder! What?
I know
If you want
somebody
to get
right
away
now.
with murder, go to Florida.
I know somebody right
yeah,
now.
That's true. That's true. They have
The
a
guy
law.
They
that
had a
murdered my
DUI.
uncle got off.
That's crazy.
I know somebody right now that
New
had
York.
a DUI
New York.
and wrecked their truck, put their friends in jeopardy, was supposed to be on house arrest, and was out at a bonfire the next weekend.
That's
Do I know this
crazy.
Which I'm not even saying
Do you have money? Because money be changing a lot.
boyfriend did.
Do I know this person?
Money changes everything, man. I'm
But
saying.
my thing is, I don't even say that that's the person's problem. I think that's Lebanon's problem.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying, because I don't want to say that it wasn't that person's problem, but it was the law's problem because they let them get away with it.
Yeah.
Because Lebanon is a small town, and you know the lawyer, you know the person at the jail,
Oh,
you
I
know
went to
the
high
person.
school with your dad. Like,
Oh, I thought you meant my daddy. I was
No,
like,
like, yeah.
he was your professor. That's different.
No.
But
What?
but like
Wow.
no, like I feel like you get last name privilege.
you do
like
get,
at the
you-
funeral.
You get
Like at
last
the
name
funeral.
privilege. No, you get last name privilege, little Arvin. I don't want to hear it. We got Arvin Construction rolling around, or Arvin Plumbing rolling around in this
But literally,
bitch.
like at the funeral.
At the funeral,
At
your
the
mom
funeral.
said,
Pull
if
the
we get
Arvin
pulled
card.
over, pull the Arvin card. Her mother knows. What? She said, if y'all get pulled over for drinking and driving, pull the
no,
Arvin
that is
card.
not what she said. She said
Nope.
if y'all get in trouble for doing burnouts, pull the Arvin card.
You know, and
Is
to
that
some
about the
to
same
some
thing?
degree,
no, it is not. No, it is not.
to some degree, that is true too. Because I mean, today our sister had graduation, right?
Yeah.
I was working, so I couldn't show up. But people were even talking about me. I said, "Bro, I graduated 5 years ago, man. What the fuck?" And even after that, I mean,
But that's
I
the
can
thing.
go
Small
play-
towns, they're going to keep your name
In their mouths.
as much as they want. So, like, you go
especially
to
if
the bar.
you're doing something.
Yeah.
But you go to the bar, and for instance, me and him, I know his girlfriend. I love his girlfriend. The sweetest soul in the entire planet.
I do know how to accuse him.
You're
Coach,
lucky
bro.
this time. You got lucky.
Oh, I did.
You got lucky.
it's
Nah,
so
yeah.
hard out here.
No, he
But-
cooked.
Hey,
bro.
rough
I
out
just
here.
decided to keep this one.
Good. You should have. She's an angel. But
Yeah,
if I dance
cooked,
with
bro.
him, if I dance with him and she's not there, a million people are going to run their mouths and say, he's dancing with this girl, he's dancing with this girl, and they don't know me.
Yeah.
But the minute that they say, oh, it was Lucy, or oh, it was so-and-so, then she'll know, and she won't be worried about it. But that first initial text is going to start a problem for him,
Yeah. It's
and
just
there's
gonna,
no reason to.
Yeah, it's just gonna bring in some noise that
And
I really
if
don't
my
wanna
guy
deal
best
with.
friends weren't dating my friends, it'd be the same problem
Yeah.
because I dance with them. And I hate to say it, but when you go to a line dancing bar, you couple dance with people that you know.
Yeah.
Don't
Because there's
know.
only so many people that you do know that can do it.
Yeah, and
I'm
it's
just
crazy.
now learning.
And Shottis is hard. We'll work on it, babe. But
Nah, I
I
got
just feel like
shots.
it's
I'm
so
talking about swing.
hard to, like,
I got the
sway
shots.
this
I'm talking about
generation.
swing dancing and all that bullshit.
I want to
But-
learn how to do that so badly.
we'll do that another day.
Bruh, and, you know, man,
I
you know,
started popping up in group chats. Saying,
wanna
like,
shit-
"Hey man, you dating her?" I said,
And that's the thing.
just like-
Anybody thinks you touch hands. You touch a single hand with somebody.
They jump
or
to
you
these
spin her around
conclusions
in a
really
circle.
quickly.
You're sleeping with her.
they jump to conclusions very
Yeah.
quickly. It's like, bro, I can't even count with my hand.
No.
How many
because
people I've slept with.
You walk in a bar, you hug this girl, this girl, this girl. Your girlfriend could be standing right next to you, and they don't know that's your girlfriend. They're going to text your girlfriend.
They'll know.
But even if they didn't, they would text your girlfriend, and you'd be doing something wrong because the girl's not in the wrong. It's always the guys that are in the wrong.
Yeah, it's all. Hey, as a man, I've learned it's always your fault.
It's always his fault.
Okay,
It's
but
always your fault.
At least you came to peace with my friend.
I've always
What
came,
if-
I've came to peace with it.
okay, here's my thing with that. What if like the guy that you're dating is having other people like report back to him on what you're doing while you're out? Like, how would you feel about that?
Well, okay, so if it was like 10 people reporting me about the same shit, it's like, okay, I might be thinking about it a little bit more.
But like you're not even doing anything.
Report back to you?
No, like they're reporting back to your boyfriend.
Okay, well, it's just it's just the thing that if I trust my girlfriend, like for example.
Well, let's just keep it real. People
but I
be
feel
home
like
wrecking
if you're,
shit.
but I
Yeah.
feel like
I
if
would
you do
have to-
trust your girlfriend, you're not having people report back to them.
No, but some friends think they need to report back when they don't
Yeah.
because they think they have your back. But I personally, and I've done it, people would text me and go, so-and-so's talking to a girl. What does she look like? What's her name? Because if someone texts me and say, hey, Justin is hugging a girl, okay, what does she look like? Oh, she has dark hair with blonde highlights. What's her name? Parker. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to be like, okay, have a great time. But if it's some random girl, I'm going to be like, okay, that's weird. But he would have told me because you should be confident enough my preference, you should be confident enough in who you're dating. I've been cheated on 10 times, but you should be confident in who you're dating. You have to give trust to who you're dating. It's not earned.
Like,
It's
trust who you
given.
chose.
And that's what I'm saying.
You have to trust who you
Everyone
choose.
says, "Oh, trust is earned." No,
I will
it's
trust
given.
you.
If
You have to
I
trust
date
who you
Give me a
choose.
reason not to trust you.
exactly.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta trust who
given.
you chose.
Because you should trust enough in who you are and your confidence and who raised you to know you picked a good one. If you get fucked in the end, you get fucked in the end.
But if
that's
you don't
a
trust
part
it
of
from the
being an
jump,
adult.
exactly. But if you don't trust it from the
Now,
jump,
like-
then that's on you.
If you start acting shady, like not answering your phone, like going off with your friends and like not answering, like not texting me back, like, okay, I'm not going to trust you as much as I did in the beginning because you're giving me reasons not to trust
But
you.
I think trust issues are a fucking joke.
Yeah, they're not real. Because-
Trust issues aren't real.
Exactly, because it was like how I explained
never heard that one
earlier.
before.
I believe that most people, more so women, they have an experience where they didn't trust someone.
My daddy
but that's
did
what
me
they're
wrong.
but that's what they're trusting. They're trusting that experience.
I just keep it in mind. Like, I'm not going to be like,
It's going to
oh,
be in the back of your mind.
like,
Yeah.
like if you're like, let's for instance say like a guy like that I dated cheated on me and like went to like was supposed to go on a trip with his friends or something, but then like this new guy I'm dating says he's going on a trip with his friends. I'm not going to assume he's cheating on me.
Because that guy
Like,
is not the same guy.
Yeah,
that
like
you
I can't
have.
hold like
Yeah.
You
like,
can't
that
hold
was-
a grudge because
that
no
was, like-
relationship's going to work.
That was the biggest
like,
problem
you're
with
not-
this guy that I dated. Like he
That's the great title of this
based
video.
his experience, like his past experience with other girls. Like he was putting it on me, and I was like, "Buddy, I didn't even hurt you. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
haven't-
like-
you
yeah,
haven't
it's-
gave me a chance to prove
Exactly,
myself."
you're not giving the fair a blank slate.
Yeah, like I've been cheated on, I've been lied to, like I've been hurt. Like I'm not gonna hold that against you. So don't hold what all these other girls did to you.
Or when guys
on
say
me.
girls are crazy, but your ex might have been crazy, but I'm trusting you. Oh, well, my last girl was crazy. Okay, but that's not me. Don't put that on me. I
Yeah.
trust you. Go
Yeah.
have fun with your friends.
just text
what
But don't
it is.
do
every
me
now
wrong.
and then.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly,
new
exactly,
that's what a new relationship is a clean slate.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
or at
what it
least
is.
it
And it's
needs to
supposed
be.
to be because I don't think, like she said, trust is not earned. It's given.
Yeah.
I
You're
will give
supposed
you
to
trust
trust.
till
You're
you
supposed
prove-
to trust the person. That's why you picked them.
That's
If
what
you
I'm
didn't
saying.
trust them in the beginning, why the fuck would you choose them? If they have to earn it, why the fuck would you choose them? Hey, you're
real.
great, but you have to work.
But you gotta
towards
give
it.
me a
Yeah,
little bit more.
that's stupid as hell. But what if I
This
said that
isn't
you have to
fucking
earn
high
my?
school. You don't earn this grade.
What if I said that you have to earn my love?
You
You have to earn my love.
You gotta earn this
Sounds
pussy,
retarded when I
baby.
say, huh?
It's like, what the fuck
It
does that
sounds stupid.
mean?
It sounds stupid as hell whenever I say that, huh?
No, but guys are in.
Nah, girl, you gotta
guys
earn
are
this,
in the
dick.
dirt with this.
Like, what the
And
fuck
that's
is
the
that? Like,
problem
what?
because they're like, my ex did me so dirty, or my daddy hurt me so bad that I don't trust men. Fucking
Oh,
get
man.
over it. We're grown.
It's almost like the past matters.
We're fucking grown. Get over it.
Like, don't use your daddy issues to justify how you act now.
No, because not all men are the same. Your dad was a piece of shit.
But you have to realize,
the
though.
next guy's
But here's
not.
one thing, though. Here's one thing that they never talk about. It's the dad who usually sets the standards for that girl.
And I agree with that.
And here's the thing, though. Whenever that happens, if a dad's a piece of shit, she already has this perception of men that all men are
As
pieces
two
of
girls
shit.
who love their daddies.
Yes.
As two girls who love their daddies, my dad set the standard, and so did hers.
Yeah.
I love them more than anything, but have both of our dads been a piece of shit at one point or another?
I've been mad at him. I wouldn't say he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
not,
like he showed
not
it.
to us. I just mean like something in the distance. Like they haven't done something they shouldn't have done.
Probably. I'm sure there's some
But
things
that-
under the table I don't know
But
about.
that didn't deter you from every guy ever.
But your fathers, they showed you, like, at one point that they weren't perfect, but they were still
Yeah.
going to
But I
love
feel-
you unconditionally.
But I feel like for the girls who didn't have the dad we did, you should look for the father you wish you would have had. You shouldn't look for the girl. You shouldn't look for the dad that you had in a man. You should look for what you wanted. You should look for what you want for your kids.
It's almost impossible though, because look, here's the thing though. I believe that a father, he's the only man in this world who could really give his little girl the true meaning of unconditional love. Any man after that who's going to try to shoot a shot, he's seeking something from you.
Yeah.
Whether that's money, whether that's sex, whether that's a relationship, whether that's marriage. He is seeking something from you. Your father, on the other hand, he's the only man who requires nothing from you, but he's still going to love you at your worst or at your best.
For instance, like I told her today, it's all how you're raised.
Yeah, exactly. It's all how you're raised.
And like, I went on a date today. Dude paid to get in. And my father has always told me, a man provides.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree.
But it's not one-sided. He does not provide fully. It's a two-way street. We went on our date. He bought the way in. The first drinks, I was like, oh, I'll get them. And he was like, why? And I was like, because it's a two-way street. Like, you bought the way in, I'm going to reciprocate.
Like, if we go to the movies, like, you can buy the tickets, I'll buy the popcorn.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
And they raised us correctly, not that they have to provide fully. And I think it also has to do with how you're raised, because if you're spoiled rotten and no one has ever taught you how to have any work ethic at all, a girl wants to be spoiled and treated like a princess and they want their nails done. Fuck that. I'm going to pay for my own nails if I want them done.
Like,
if I want my lashes done, I'm going to get them done.
now, like, if you want to take me to dinner, okay, great.
We go eat.
Yeah.
But if we're going on a date and it's $70 to get into where we're going and it's $40 for drinks, I'll pay for the drinks. Who cares? But I make my own money. And both of us, she is 4 years younger than me, nearly. She lives by herself. She pays for her own truck payment.
Well, so I just bought a whole new truck.
Hey,
Dang,
new truck.
How much is it monthly?
We're not talking about
You know what? You're cooked.
Hey,
Let's just say it hurts.
You're cooked. What kind of truck? I hope it's a really nice truck.
but
It's a
Hey.
2024
Yeah, never mind.
2500
Never mind.
Dodge Mega Cab.
Yeah, never mind.
God,
Never mind.
can a little girl like you drive that big truck?
Oh, honey, I hop in that bitch every day.
That hurt my pocket. That hurt
But
my
that's
pocket.
the thing. I think
I'll stick to my Honda Civic thing.
it's all how you were raised. And honestly,
It's funny you say that because, like, so this guy took me to dinner.
Oh shit.
I told my dad, I was like, yeah, he's on his way to pick me up. He's like, my dad was like, you want him to know where you live already? I said,
Nobody
you'd be
knows where I
mad if
live.
he didn't pick me up.
but he doesn't want him to know where you live.
Yeah, but I was like, Dad, like, let's be real. We're so out here, like,
Big Donnie needs a chill.
if you're like if they're coming at this point, like, let's be real, like, they ain't getting back here. Like,
But
they're
my
not
dad's
on
dad was a piece of shit, and that's what my dad taught me. Is my parents love them. They've stayed together.
yeah,
They have not had the easiest love,
yeah. I feel him on that.
and they've been together. And I asked Dad one day, once I got older, because as a teenager, you see them fight, and you're like, oh, they should get a divorce, because so many people have divorces.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they should get a divorce.
It's just so common in society now.
And so I asked Dad, I said, why didn't you divorce her? My dad goes, it's choosing your partner every day, no matter their flaws.
Yeah,
And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? But now,
Boy,
as
think game, bro.
now as an adult, my dad was like, I saw my difference, and he goes, every single person in my family has always had a divorce. That doesn't mean you have to be the same product.
yeah. I agree with what your dad said. I always say this, like, but even though me and him, we haven't had the easiest life when it comes to like what a 2-parent household looks like. Like, we rarely know what that really looks like. But I still believe, like, me personally, I believe that I still don't have an excuse when it comes to
It's not an
doing what I'm
excuse.
supposed to do, because I'm trying to break that cycle of where to where there's only one parent in the house.
Y'all had a one-parent household?
Yeah, for most of our
And
lives.
that's what Dad did, because his dad, after he left, wasn't in the picture. And my dad said, I'm the one breaking the cycle. You can make the change. You can't use the excuse of, oh, I'm the product of my environment. He goes, you're not.
Only weak ass people make excuses like that.
And
shit.
Yeah.
and that's what Dad was like. It's not always easy,
No.
but that's the same thing of, like we talked about whores earlier,
Yeah.
Such a
in the
strong
nicest
word.
way. But girls who need attention so bad because they didn't have it at home, they're going to seek it somewhere else.
Yeah, like that's what I mentioned as well. I believe that a woman who doesn't really have her father, she's going to seek that love in promiscuous ways.
But she's not going to seek it in the right places.
Exactly.
Because her dad was such a either abusive or a cheater or whatever the reason was that they left. She's going to seek out that same person.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
she's going to seek her father's love. And there's a scientific fact. Girls fall in love with people that are like their fathers.
Exactly, man. And do you think that these girls out here with no dads, do you think that they would be stripping and hoeing if they had a man in that house to tell them like, hey man, you're beautiful just the way you are?
How would Big Donnie act if you ended up being a stripper? You wouldn't, because he would
I'd be
fucking kill you.
He would break your fucking neck more than
I'd
likely.
be dead.
You wouldn't even make it to the script club.
Nah.
Dude, I made the joke at a friend's birthday dinner. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to drop out of school and become a stripper. Like, college is just too hard.
I don't even want to see his face.
Oh, my dad wasn't even there. This is the funny part. One of my brother's friends, he was like, if you're ever that desperate for money, just call me and I'll give you a job. He was like, just don't.
Because of how we were raised. People have our back, and it's who you love. Because I've always said that, family is not blood. It doesn't have to be.
No.
And as much shit as I want to talk about cahoots, there's always family in there.
Yeah, 1,000%.
You know that you could come with a group of 10 people, and you can come by yourself, and you will always find someone that has your back.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, I know some people in there for a fact.
Because do I want to go to cahoots every weekend? Heck no. Absolutely not.
Oh, how we've grown.
Oh, how we've grown. I used to be there every
What the
weekend.
fuck? What'd she
I used to teach line dancing in there, and
Bring
I
it
loved
to the choir
it.
over here.
Yeah,
But it was a home, but it's not a home forever. It's a home to build relationships.
1,000%.
And that's all that it is.
That's a
1,000%.
hotel,
Because
my
I'm not
friend.
going to be 40 years old
And still
line
going to
dancing in
kids.
there. But I'm going to be 40 years old and still have that family in there.
Yeah, unless you're just like an OG and just knows how to do all those
Okay,
dances.
I'm going to go throw down eventually,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah,
not
I
every
agree.
weekend.
I agree.
We're going to go in there 40 years old throwing down and showing the youngins how it is, but
like that one old lady
Yeah.
that's always in cahoots.
I agree. And
think about mama.
I love her. Don't
And
even.
I hope by the time I'm 40 years old, cahoots is one of the least interesting things I'd be doing in my life.
Let's be real. Cahoots will be
You
rebranded
outgrow
by
it.
the time we're 40.
You know?
Man,
I hope
it's already
doing,
been.
I hope I'm doing a lot more bigger things at 40 than
One thing I've always said is I'm never going to find my soulmate in cahoots. My brother found his fiance in there. Don't know how the fuck he did that,
Right,
but she said that she didn't even know what he looked like when she woke up the next morning. So, but they're
cooked,
still
bro.
together. They've been together 5 years. They're getting married in September. She goes, but that's one in a million.
Hey, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
that's
it
very
works,
rare,
man.
man. You
And
can't-
but they were both from Alabama. It took time to realize they were the same way. But I think it's truly, especially with them, they're a testament to the love. You can find your person in the bar. It's one, common interest, and two, my brother.
It's how you act when you leave the bar.
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
Love you, Alex. Love you, Alex. Big loves to you, my brother. He was still fucking around with these nasty ass hoes, and she knew that. And she said, "It's me or them. Pick it now." In front of him,
And he picked her.
and he picked
Yeah.
her. And it's been 5 years later, and he was like, "Okay, I see my forever with you."
Because men with this, like they know,
they
like
don't know this.
what
They
men with
think it with
this.
the wrong head.
Well, what men with this, they know for a fact that it's better to lose a hotel than to lose your house.
Yeah.
And that's what. And that's
And
what it
deep
is.
down they know, but guys are scared because they have no safe place.
I feel like it's just so hard to
Speaking
do.
Guys have no safe place.
Speaking of the safe place, here's a question for you: why do you think it's a thing for men to be afraid of being vulnerable to their woman?
Because they've been shown that being vulnerable is a pussy action when it's not.
I feel like society has just like taught men that like it's not
Being
okay
a
to
pussy.
cry.
Yeah. No, I want you to be vulnerable. I want you
Like-
to speak your feelings to me because I'm not a mind reader. How am I supposed to know otherwise?
It's like
Tell me what you're feeling.
this is kind of like a really
What more do you want from me?
like this is like a really like
Oh my god.
like this is like a really like like not bad example. It's a really like personal example. Like so one of our friends passed away like 2 weeks ago.
Dang, orange button dog.
And so
No,
Oh, no, okay.
So
No,
he-
you can do it.
I'm
Too
not
dark.
pressing that.
You
Too
can do
dark.
it.
I
You
ain't
can do
doing
it. We've accepted it.
Sure.
If I were
Yeah.
there, I'd do it. There we go.
yeah, so one of our buddies passed away.
A
And
good boy.
he was a good boy.
R.I.P. Luke, I love you.
And so we're at okay. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
it was
cry about
Luke?
this. Yeah.
Oh, dang, maybe we shouldn't have hit the bell.
No, it was her first funeral. She's still dealing with it.
Yeah,
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's her first
But
funeral.
like it was like me
God,
and
I
Luke's,
fucked
and
the
it was
first
a
for you.
really like sad, like tear jerking funeral. Like literally, like, they brought out his Bible and was reading scriptures about, like, that he had highlighted, that he found personal. And, like, we're over here sobbing. And, like, all of, like, these dudes that were, like, his best friends were, like, struggling, like, to hold back tears, like, not to cry.
And we're holding the boys.
And we're, like, holding them. We're like, it's okay to cry. Like, no one here is going to judge you
They're
for
trying
crying.
to comfort us, and we're comforting them because we're girls. We're expected to cry. We're
bet you I ain't
expected
never
to be
seen them like that
emotional.
before.
And that's what I told her because I've had 5 friends in the last 3 years die.
Like,
And the worst part about going to this was her first funeral of a friend. And I said, the worst part is going to see our boys
Crying.
that you don't see cry. And she goes,
It's different, don't it?
they'll be okay. And I said, no, they won't. And I said, I'm letting you know this now.
Like watching these
when we were-
grown-ass men get on their knees at the edge of this grave was, like, one of the most tear-jerking
And
experiences.
that's the hardest part. That men are not allowed to be vulnerable and men are not allowed to cry, and it makes them pussy if they show emotion.
Girl, the first time I ever saw my almost 50-year-old dad cry, in the 20 years I've been on this earth, the first time I ever seen this man cry,
It's like sharp
when my
glass.
grandma passed away.
I would end my life if I saw Big Donnie cry. I'm just
Well-
saying right now. Like, I could
And it's just so annoying
done
that, like,
seen
society
everything,
has, like,
huh?
No, if I saw Big Donnie
conditioned,
cry,
like, men. Like, society's conditioned men, like, it is not okay to be vulnerable because it makes you a weaker man if you cry. Like,
But
for
that's
me,
not how it is.
If you show me your emotionals, I think it makes you 10 times the man, like a man that
You're
doesn't show.
stronger if you show me your emotions.
Well, okay.
Well, so I've heard what you said, right? And it sounds gray on paper, but I want you to know what's really going on out here.
Tell us.
Please explain.
We'd
to
love
him.
to know.
You can say you don't even gotta like be all like crying emotional, but if you just say certain things, if you open up to a girl and you say you give out certain information about a situation or about yourself,
Give an example.
the moment it hits the fan,
Give an example.
So basically, you're scared of, like, her
Her
going
using
and
it
telling,
against you.
like, spreading it
Exactly.
around.
exactly, and it's happened. Just
Her
personal
words are
experience.
really one of her biggest weapons because she can't whoop your ass in most cases.
Okay, can I say this in the nicest,
We know,
bitchiest way possible?
we know you can fight. Don't worry.
Well, I know you can back it. No.
But can I say this in the nicest, bitchiest way possible?
What's good?
Because I'm a bitch. She's not. But
Bruh,
how do I say this?
just say it.
You got this.
It's Burchalations.
If you are confident enough to say it to her, you should be able to be confident enough to own it outside of it. So my thing is, if you express your feelings, and I've had to learn this because I am a bitch, but I'm not a bitch to everybody. I am a bitch. Everyone knows that. The guy I'm talking to now said he didn't talk to me for 6 months because he thought I was a bitch.
Y'all, she said that, not me.
I'll own it.
Girl, the amount of people that were like, yeah, I didn't come up to you at Coots because you looked mean as fuck when I met you. And it's just my face. Like,
But my thing is,
like it
with
is
y'all,
literally just my face.
if you express your feelings and a dumb, we'll use girl in this instance, a dumb girl uses it against you, that's her problem.
Yeah.
that
because
just shows she's like,
That shows that she is so insecure that that's the only thing that she had to grab at.
that was her last jab. at
That
you.
was her last jab. Because if you express your feelings, hey, I didn't like this, or I didn't feel this way, or you didn't make me feel this way, and she goes, yeah, I didn't make him feel loved enough because I didn't tell him I loved him when he told me I loved him, or he loved me.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you know what, man? I'm going to say something to capitalize off that. One way how I knew that I loved my girlfriend was I gave her the ability to destroy me. And what I mean by that is, like, I gave her everything that she could use to possibly destroy me.
And that's how you know that a girl will truly love you, because when you finally break down your walls,
But here's one thing that I can say now. Okay, so you know my mom and my little sister and my girlfriend. I will say this to this present day. I would rather die on my white horse than them ever see me fall. Because
And-
when I open up, I get the shit beaten out of me, basically. And this wasn't because of a father or coaches or a grandfather. Because it's the women in my life who have been harder on me than anyone else.
but it takes a lot of confidence from you to be able to open up that way. And I think it takes a lot of confidence from a true man to let you know how he feels. I think that is the biggest sign. I mean, as a woman, I don't know about you. I think that is the biggest turn on as a woman. You can touch me, you can do whatever. But when you tell me how you truly feel with no prerequisites, no anything,
yeah, if you can be vulnerable.
if you can be vulnerable with me, I would never, I don't care if we ended on bad terms. I don't care I mean, if you beat the shit out of me, I'd probably kill you.
I was
But
gonna say,
There's a line.
there's a line,
Wait
but
a
I'm
minute.
saying, like,
There's always a line.
if you open up to me,
I
I don't
respect you for
care.
it.
I don't care, and that's probably how I was raised versus other girls. But I would never use that against you because I know it took everything in you to be able to do that.
There are things that the boyfriends I've had, they have told me.
And I would never use that against them.
And I've never told anyone else. I've never used it against
That's
them.
a line you do not cross.